Hi guys, and welcome to the State of Crypto, your one-stop source for all crypto related news. I'm your host Martin, and this is episode 157. Ripple, a best place to work. Ripple loving efforts, and Binance ties up with Yahoo Japan. Now guys, if you're catching this from live, welcome, and if you're catching the replay and have any suggestions for us, please leave us a comment below. We really want to know what you're thinking. Also, if you want to be up to date with the latest crypto related news, make sure you subscribe, you hit that like button and that bell so you're notified when we go live. And if you want to keep on chatting with us once the stream is done, you can join us on the Discord. The link is in the description, guys. So there's a link to all the other articles that we cover here on the stream. Trying to figure out what else we haven't said yet. Yeah, if you want to keep on chatting with us once the stream is done, you can join us on the Discord. Yeah, like I said, the link's in the description, right? So, yeah, I think we're going to jump on with the news and take it from there, right? Again, happy Friday night, guys. I hope you're having a great time. I also do hope that you're doing great with your trades. I did end up taking a position on Bitcoin last night. Didn't FOMO in or anything like that. I still end up going in with the plan at the latest area that I had set up, and we'll talk about that once we get into that part of the stream when we do the analysis. But yeah, I did end up buying very little right now. Again, I think I'm break even right now still, but yeah, I'll tell you why and where I got in at, right? Anyways, on to the this awesome side screen, right? Let's get on with the news, right? So Ripple is the only crypto-oriented company that was ranked on the list, and it's ranked at number 25 by Fortune, and one of the Great Place to Work reviews states that management is consistently transparent with employees on what goes well and what doesn't. There's a focus on being honest with ourselves, which is refreshing and healthy as we continue to grow from startup to young company. So again, if you work at Ripple, congrats. If you don't, it's probably one of those places where you want to work at, right? Especially if you're in the crypto sphere. Now, Ripple blew serious cash to sway U.S. crypto regulators, data shows. Now, this year is already well underway, and yet the crypto industry continues to struggle with the same issues as it did the year before. Now, the crypto space still lacks regulatory clarity in most countries around the world, and even those that have made attempts to regulate it only partially succeeded in doing so. New numbers emerge, revealing that Ripple spent around $170,000 lobbying the U.S. government. Last year, that works out to around 740,000 XRP at the time the article came out. And as per the reports, Ripple spent a lot of time and money on lobbying efforts throughout the first 3 quarters of 2019. And this information was reported by a nonpartisan research tracking group from the Center for Responsive Politics, which obtained the data from the Senate Office of Public Records. And the data reveals that Ripple lobbied President Donald Trump executive office. The data is currently available on a website known as Open Secrets, which reveals that this amount is actually significantly smaller than what Ripple spent on similar efforts in 2018, which was around $450,000. Now on to Binance. Binance has partnered with C Corporation, a wholly owned subsidiary of Yahoo Japan, to set up a separate platform in the country. Taotao, a Japanese licensed crypto exchange and portfolio company of C Corporation, is also joining the initiative. Binance announced Friday C Corporation reportedly also has 40% stake in crypto exchange BitARG exchange in Tokyo. Also part of the partnership of the trio will operate a licensed crypto exchange in Japan. C Corporation and Taotao will collaborate with the country's financial regulator, the Financial Service Agency, to ensure compliance. It is mandatory for crypto exchanges to operate in Japan to be licensed by the FSA, since they are regulated by the country's Payment Service Act. So again, it's nice. Again, more crypto adoption, more. The only thing I don't like is that we're gonna have another exchange, another Binance exchange, probably floating around, and part of the trading volume that is on the main Binance will be kind of affected. I'm not sure how much Japan trades on actual Binance. But again, every time you break down and you start creating all these smaller exchanges, you're losing part of that volume that you have on your exchange, which could at some point in time end up damaging the position that Binance holds. Anyways, on to the next article. So, no next article. We're going to jump straight into the crypto analysis. Be right back with that. And we're back. Thank you for staying with us for the technical analysis part of the stream. Awesome that you guys are still here with us on a Friday night. Let's check it out. Let's see what's going on. Yesterday, money flowing out of the... we're in the daily, so let's look at the hourly. Yesterday, money flowing into the crypto sphere, 2.48%, from an opening of 234.40 billion, closing at 239.94 billion, a $5.80 billion move to the upside. Right now, trying to move up. A little bit of indecision going on, though. You can see wicks to the bottom and the top. But again, the open market opened only a couple hours ago, so sitting at 0.14% to the upside, at 240.28 billion or $337 million move to the upside, right? That's where it's sitting at. Again, want more money to be coming into the crypto sphere, but it's been doing nice lately. Something to watch out for in the shorter term here, right? Going with more of that money coming into a crypto sphere, but going slightly lower here on the MACD histogram, also on the RSI, right? So we're creating a sort of strong bearish divergence here on the market dominance. So we might get, we might see some stalling of money flowing in, maybe some slight price action, money flowing out of the crypto sphere, right? What is going on with Bitcoin dominance? Bitcoin lost dominance yesterday, which is really good. 0.35% from an opening of 67.58, closing at 67.36%. Right now, moving down still 0.11%, sitting at 67.28% of market cap. Now, still a lot for Bitcoin. Like I said, the better divided this is, the better it is for everyone. There's more equilibrium in the market, right, in the crypto sphere. Price of Bitcoin, $8,905.45. So, you might be wondering what's going on. Well, there's stuff that's happening that I do like and stuff that's happening that I don't like, right? So I'll hide really quick the 20 simple moving average. You can see we're going slightly higher, right, than our previous high. So make sure this stays on here on the daily with us. And here you can tell we're going slightly lower. On the RSI, it would be 69.90 and 69.69. So also slightly lower on the RSI. You could say you're going sideways, though, if you wanted to. In both cases, you would be making bearish divergence. If this is going up and this is going down, we're making strong bearish divergence. In this case, against the RSI, we would be making, if you want to consider it to be the same price level, we would be making weak type 3 class C bearish divergence. If you want to consider this a technical measure and say you're actually going lower, then again you would have a strong bearish divergence. So potential price action to the downside, we might stall. We have hit a resistance at 8,938. We had it charted for a while now, and we knew it was a potential area that we could sort of hit. After that, we have the top part of the downsloping channel, and after that we'll probably have the after that we have the 200 simple moving average, which we'll look at right now. We'll actually go ahead and place it in here and look where it's at, right? Where's the 200 simple moving average at? Sitting at 9,056, very close to it. We did manage to, like I said, get up to that. This day, we actually did get to 9,013. So yesterday and right now, today, we did hit that 8,980, which is very close to that resistance, and then we're rejecting there, right? So again, very, very close to that 200 simple moving average. So I did go in, like I said yesterday, I got in at 8,900. That was my entry point. That was the last entry point. It was looking a little bit better than it was in the previous days, right? We kind of came in and kind of wicked it a couple times, but really not quite crossing it. And yesterday, first time it crossed, I didn't get in. I waited for a retest to happen, which it did, and then I managed to get in. That price level set up my trade and get in just where I wanted to on a retest, and then rallied up a little bit and then came down a little bit, but still managed to close yesterday at 8,899. So very, very close to my entry point right now. Like I said, going slightly up. So I'm still around break even, right? If I were to withdraw from the exchange, I would probably take a hit right now. But again, if you know what I'm talking about, if you follow the stream, you probably know what my trading strategy was. Nothing else happening here on the indicators, so I'm going to go into the 4-hour chart and make sure this is back on the 20 simple moving average, right? So it looks a little bit better. There we go. Tightness coming in, right? Volatility leaving the market. Getting a little bit of expansion coming in, but not very strong. On the 4-hour chart, this was last night here at like 2 in the morning. That's when I get in. It did manage to go down a little bit more, but I wanted to get some rest, and I didn't really care about this too much. I'm waiting for this to go slightly higher, confirm, and then run from there. We're not making positive momentum on the 4 hours, so there's nothing we can trace from here to here. The only thing we have is in the bottom part, right? Negative momentum, less negative momentum. So again, going with the market. What we do have though is on the RSI right now. The closing was 8,917. This is sitting at 8,920. So it is slightly higher, right? And it's lower, I guess, on the RSI. Yes, this is 70.23. As you can tell, we're making bearish divergence on the RSI. So we might get some price action to the downside. That's the only thing that's worrying me about my position now. If it does go up again to an area where I can withdraw, not sure whether or not I'm going to take it or not yet. It's going to depend on what the technicals are saying on the short time scales, I guess. So sitting bought on the RSI at 67.52. I didn't call it on the daily. The daily is sitting bought at 69.93. So let's go to the 1 hour. The stuff from the 4 hours decided to come and join us. So I'll send it real quick back to the 4 hours and remove it from the daily, so it's really not bothering anyone when we come and look at these charts again later on or tomorrow, right? So like I said, what's happening with the crypto sphere, man? Is this higher? Yes, we're going higher, man. We're creating bearish divergence. So man, maybe I shouldn't have gone in on my trade, right? I get in around here, maybe like midnight. Yeah, I think that was the time I get in. I even sent a message to Benny telling him I did get into Bitcoin. Not looking too hot right now, though. Maybe I should have withdrawn in the last couple hours, but you know, I'm gonna write it out. I do believe this is gonna rise to the in the long term. It does have potential to go much higher. If you know what my trading strategy is like, I have a stop loss here at 8,536. My first entry point was 8,800. I didn't take the in because we were getting divergence, and I didn't know if it was gonna play out or not. And the next candle, it did go all the way up here to that 8,900, and then at midnight I did get in around that area, right? It did came back retest. That's what I tell you guys. Came back retest, and that's where I got in. And I really, it wasn't gonna go lower, so that was my entry point. This divergence that we were tracking, it kind of got killed, right? It got annihilated. So I'm gonna play something else real quick though. Hey, here we go. Let's play this one. So this one, I was tracking it, didn't play out as expected, and that's fine, man. Really, I did go higher than this, right, and much higher, so that's great. That's why I didn't go in when I wanted to go in. But like I said, I think I can't remember what my entry point was. I gotta look at my setup, but I think it was around. I think it was around midnight or 1 in the morning that I ended up going in. It was probably somewhere around this area. I remember at 2 in the morning I was hitting all the way up here. And I was like really, really happy because we were getting very close to that 200 simple moving average, although we didn't quite make it. On the bottom part, what's happening? Low, higher, low, less negative momentum from the previous one. More negative momentum, less negative momentum, low, high. Same stuff happening with the RSI. So really nothing bullish happening right now. The only thing we have is this bearish divergence that might start to break us down. Sorry. We seem to be hitting the 20 MA twice and bouncing from it. So let's wait and see how this keeps on developing. I'm really curious if this is going to try to run up again and really break that at 8,983. And if we do, man, I'm really looking forward to breaking that 200 simple moving average. And if we do, then it's probably bull market back on again. And that's what I'm really aiming for. As you can tell, this was my last entry point, right? This red line. The secondary entry point was the yellow line. And then my first entry point was a green line. Like I said, I didn't go in because the technicals weren't there. We kind of had them here, right? It was hidden bullish. And I did call it out 2 days ago. But look, all of yesterday, we just kind of like moved sideways, right? Not too strong. Bouncing off the 20 MA a couple times. Even by the time the stream was coming out, I think we were around here. And we were flirting with this line a lot. My alert kept on popping up, right? This dotted line at 1,775. So again, I wasn't going in. This time it kind of shot up, and then it kind of reversed, right? So I was like, man, maybe it's not gonna go up. Maybe it's not gonna go up, you know. So this candle, I think it was like 1 p.m. That was the time I actually ended up going into the market. Anyways, I didn't put in a strong position. I just put in a soft position, so something very short, very small amount of money. So I'm not too worried about it, right? Let's say it's less than 1,000, so nothing to worry about it. And waiting for this to really give more indication as to where it's gonna go, man. It might start to go down. I do have my stop loss set up. Yeah, that's it for Bitcoin, man. I'm gonna move on to Ethereum. What is happening with Ethereum dominance on the daily? Yesterday, gaining dominance 0.90%. Right now, gaining dominance still 0.62%. Sitting at 7.78% market cap. Price of Ethereum $171.45. Very nice. 2 green days coming in. Ethereum Classic did pump like a champ. Really, sad it's not one of the coins that I can buy on my exchange, and it's also not one of the coins that I'm very interested in. But again, we had kind of bearish divergence. We did move down and then rally since then, which has been kind of upsloping, right? So higher high, more positive momentum, higher on the RSI, sitting overbought right now at 72.15, and that's fine. Really, nothing else going on here on the daily. So I'm gonna go into the 4 hours, see if we can get a better idea as to what might happen. So I can tell you right off the bat, we're creating divergence, right? Going higher. Just gonna stay here in the 4 hours. That's nice. Going lower and going lower also, right? So bearish divergence, strong, developing. We did have it here. We did manage to move down. Try to pump again. Created that divergence again. Move down. We try to pump again once more. And look at this last one, man. I'll pinpoint this one. There we go. We're going slightly higher, and we're going even lower, and yeah, even lower on the RSI. So again, we have bearish divergence still. Sorry guys, like I said, yesterday wasn't a very good day. My daughter's hip was hurting. We took her to the hospital, and we didn't have a really good night with her, so I'm a little bit tired by now. So yeah, anyways, divergence, we might break down. Watch out, we have it once, 2 times, 3 times. If we move down and hold the 20 MA, we could try and pump, and that could be good for this. Otherwise, we're probably gonna drop. We have the top part of the downsloping channel to look forward to that would supposedly act as support. We'll take it from there. Let's go to the 1 hour. In the 1 hour, we had divergence, very nice, pumping to the upside, pumping nicely. Now here we do have divergence, right? Here, even though it's too much of a time frame, it is valid because it's the previous island, and you're gonna be able to say that from here to here, like here, sorry, going down, right? Screen that divergence, we wouldn't have it on there. We would also have it, sorry, on the RSI, right? Strong bearish. Now on the shorter term, what's happening? We're going higher still, right? Higher and higher. And we're really going lower and lower, and even here lower and lower, right? So again, stuff that is really, really happening here on the 1 hour on Ethereum, right? Bearish divergence, potential price action to the downside. We're hitting that 20 MA on the 1 hour. If we hold it, which we kind of did, bounce from there, right? We might try to see higher prices. If we don't, man, we'll have to track and see where it goes to downside, right? Let's go to the let's look at another Ethereum chart real quick. Yeah, this one didn't quite touch that 20 MA, but it did hit that. I think it's the 618 I have out. Yeah, the 618 at 70.50, and then bounce from there, man. Very nice. Let's go to XRP, man. What is happening with XRP dominance on the daily? Yesterday gaining dominance 1.95%. Right now losing dominance 4.33%. 0.70%. Sitting at 4.32% of market cap. Price of Ripple XRP token 23 cents, 23.873 cents. Very nice. Moving to the upside, still happening. Let's see what this is. 436, 433. Very, very slightly lower, right, than our previous one, and going slightly higher, creating bearish divergence on the daily. Not what we're looking for, right? We want this to really start pumping and go higher. Not sure whether or not we're going to get that right now. On the other side, we're going higher also, so that seems to be fine. Let's see, just confirming. 65.72. 65.45, 65.45, sorry. Sitting bought at 65.25. So yeah, that's it for this, man. Yeah, let's go to the 4 hours, right? What's happening on the 4 hours? We had divergence, hidden bullish. Price continuation, right? We got that happening. That was yesterday night at the stream. That's great, man. I'm happy. I have a hodl bag of XRP, and I'm happy that this is going up. So yeah, I'm stoked, man. Still have that resistance at 24.629, which we haven't quite touched, and we'll take it from there once it happens. Now, shorter term, we're going higher. We're coming down lower, right? And also on the other side, coming down lower. And we are creating that bearish divergence. So again, just watch out for that. It could potentially imply price action to the downside. I gotta do this cleanup. I gotta do this on the first. It's the first time I put it on, and then it should do the same the next couple times I trace on the same time frame, right? So, anyways, there we go. Yeah, that's it for Ripple, man. So potential price action to the downside from the 4 hours. Sitting bought at 68.97. Let's go to the 1 hour. This from the daily. I'll get rid of this. So we had bullish divergence, right? And we called it out, price action to the upside, right? Now continuation, right, on hidden bullish. And we did get it, which was very nice. Has been moving up, so really not negative momentum is here, right? One island. And we're for more negative momentum, less negative momentum, low, high on the RSI. So again, being congruent with the market. Stuff is happening, right? Low, high, higher, low, divergence developing here, right? You can tell. I'll go to the main one from in here, and just let me make sure this is gonna be fine, and then I'll just keep on tracing the rest. There we go. Awesome. There it is, right? Divergence. You can tell it's there, right? You don't have it on the other side, but here, going from 87 to 63, so higher high, less positive momentum. Right now, you're kind of struggling, trying to hold that 20 MA. Kind of didn't quite touch it though, but did came close to it and then bounced from there. That is fine. Sitting neutral on the other side, 56.93. So that's it for XRP, man. Nothing else happening. Let's go to Litecoin. Watch, man. Litecoin yesterday gaining dominance, a lot of dominance. 3.44% right now, gaining dominance still, 0.32, sitting at 1.63% market cap. Price of Litecoin, $61.53. Don't you wish you would have bought here at $36? You would have doubled your money on Litecoin, man. Has been really performing really nice. So going higher, right? Even in the shorter term. Let's see, what is this at? 166, 172. Also going higher on the RSI from 75.08 to 75.96. So you're being congruent with the market. Really no signs of divergence on the daily. Playing very, very nice, man. When was this? December 18, man. If you would have bought on December 18 at $36, you probably would have almost doubled your money right now. That's really, really cool, man. It's one of the best performing ones right now, I guess. Except for Ethereum Classic. Ethereum Classic just went nuts. But Litecoin really not being a scrub, right? Not being an S coin. Like I said, sitting overbought at 76.55 right now. So let's go to the 4 hours. On the 4 hours, high, higher, high, less positive momentum, right? This positive momentum island is starting to develop. So just keep an eye out for it as it'll keep on building up, and we'll take it from there once we actually have this happen, right? So we're creating a strong bearish divergence. That's what we're doing right now. you would also have it on the RSI, right? You're going from this high to this low. So sitting overbought still at 71.96. So again, really chances that we come down are very real. We're kind of trying to break out of this main downsloping channel. Stuff like it happen, right? We move down, we retest it, and then we try to rally, or we break back in, and then we're back into this downsloping channel. So we'll have to see how it plays out for Litecoin. Other than that, nothing happening. So we'll go to the 1 hour. On the 1 hour, we were tracking this, right? It didn't play out because it managed to go much higher. It kind of negated that divergence we were looking for. I got the hiccups for some reason. It's weird. I like hiccup twice. I hope I don't get the hiccups. Anyways, creating strong bearish divergence right now. So a potential price action to the downside. And yeah, I have to fix this. I keep on forgetting to do this every time I start a chart, and it will make my life so much easier, man. There we go. So again, potential price action now. So we did get it. We tried to rally, but failed, and still moving down. We might come touch that 20 MA, like I said, on the 1 hour. We'll see from there. Sitting neutral on the RSI at 56.77. We'll go on to Binance. Binance dominance yesterday, gaining dominance 3.40%. Right now, losing a little bit. It's 1.03%, sitting at 1.16% of market cap. Price of Binance $17.95. We had divergence develop yesterday against the RSI, potential price action down, so we're seeing it today. We're getting a red day right now. So we'll move on to the 4 hours. There's really nothing else developing here. On the 4 hours, strong bearish divergence again. Price action down, so we did get it. We tried to rally, but failed to get higher than our previous high. And so still chances that we might break down. That's all that's happening. Really nothing else that we can trace on the 4 hours. So we'll go on the 1 hour. What is happening on the 1 hour? So we had divergence, right? We called it out, strong bullish. Price action did upside. We did get it very nicely. We did manage to go higher than our previous high on the momentum, and also, not quite on the RSI, right? So this is on the 1 hour. That's great. So you're going from a high to a lower high, right? On that RSI. So what? Awesome. So, yeah, that's what's happening, right? Divergence, potential price action downside, we did get it. Strong bearish price action downside, we did get it. Held at 20 MA, we got back above it, and then bounced once off it. We're really trying to hold it right now. We're lower than our previous high, so it's great. Nothing there and nothing here as well. So, yeah, nothing bullish happening right now. That's it for this, guys. It's been a pleasure being here tonight on a Friday night. I do want to get some rest. Like I said, stuff happened yesterday, and it was a little bit hectic. But yeah, everything is fine with my daughter, and everything is fine overall. That's gonna be it for tonight, guys. Really tired, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Again, if you like what we do, like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell so you're notified when we go live. This is Instead of Crypto. I'm your host, Martin. It has been a pleasure being here with you guys on this Friday night. Yeah. Talk about crypto to your friends, your family, to your coworkers. Let them know that we are here. Again, I do believe this is one of the best channels for crypto out there. We're very fair on our analysis and our review. So if you got people that you talk about crypto to and they don't know where to start, point them out our direction, and we'll make sure they're off to a great start on crypto. Anyways, guys, that's going to be all for tonight. I'll catch you again tomorrow for another edition of Instead of Crypto.